Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. A man notices a woman and something shifts inside him. There's a spark, a curiosity, a pull that he can't quite define. And suddenly, he wants to be near her. Not because she's chasing him, not because she's desperate for his attention, but because she's carrying an energy that is magnetic, unshakable, and unapologetically alive. That energy, that essence, is not about playing games. It's not about manipulation. And it's certainly not about trying to make someone love you. It's about becoming a woman who is fully, fiercely herself. And when you embody this energy, the effect you have on men is profound. He won't just be interested. He won't just flirt or linger. He will chase you with intention, consistently and willingly forever. What is this energy? At its core, it's confidence. But not the kind of confidence that shouts or demands attention. It's the kind that is calm, grounded, and deeply knowing. It's the kind of confidence that comes from understanding your worth, not because someone else told you, but because you've looked at yourself in the mirror, embraced your flaws, celebrated your victories, and decided that nothing outside of you defines your value. Men are instinctively drawn to this. They feel it. It radiates from your posture, your gaze, the way you speak, and even the way you move through a room. You don't need to force attention or validation. It comes to you naturally, effortlessly, because you are a woman who knows herself and stands firmly in that knowledge. But confidence alone is not enough. There is a certain energy of mystery that accompanies a woman who will be chased forever. It's not about playing hard to get in a manipulative sense. It's about living a life that is full and captivating outside of the relationship. It's about having passions, ambitions, friendships, and experiences that fulfill you independently. When a man senses that your happiness does not hinge on him, he becomes irresistibly curious. He wants to be part of your world, to contribute to your joy, but he can't own it, control it, or monopolize it. That tension, that allure of independence, is what makes him chase you not because he has to, but because he wants to. Equally important is the energy of authenticity. There's a profound magnetism in a woman who doesn't pretend to be someone she's not. Men notice when a woman is comfortable in her skin, when her words, actions, and desires align with who she truly is. They notice when she doesn't apologize for being her authentic self, even if that self is complicated, ambitious, or intimidating. Authenticity communicates strength. It communicates that you will not settle for less than you deserve. And men, on a primal level, are wired to pursue what challenges them in the best way, what inspires them and what makes them feel alive. When you embody authenticity, you are no longer just a woman in his orbit. You become a woman who evokes admiration, desire, and pursuit. Another layer of this energy is emotional intelligence. The ability to navigate feelings, to respond rather than react, to hold space for both your emotions and his without losing yourself in them. Men are drawn to women who understand themselves emotionally because it creates a dynamic of safety, curiosity, and challenge all at once. You become someone who is not easily shaken, who doesn't cling or panic at the first sign of distance, but who also communicates clearly, sets boundaries gracefully, and maintains an aura of calm strength. This balance is intoxicating because it mirrors the kind of partnership a man subconsciously craves, a union with someone who complements his strength without diminishing it, who challenges him without threatening him, and who makes him feel that pursuing you is a choice, not a necessity. Playfulness is another critical element. It might seem simple, but the way you carry lightness, humor, and joy draws men in ways nothing else can. Playfulness signals that you are comfortable in your life, that you can enjoy yourself without needing constant reassurance, and that you are capable of creating fun and excitement in your shared experiences. Men are drawn to women who bring energy that elevates them, women who can make them laugh, inspire them, and remind them of the beauty and spontaneity of life. When you embody playful energy, pursuit becomes natural because being around you feels like an adventure, something he wants to return to again and again. Yet perhaps the most crucial aspect of this energy is self-respect, the unwavering belief that you deserve someone who pursues you with intention, who values you, and who will invest in the relationship as much as you do. Self-respect manifests in the choices you make, how you allow yourself to be treated, the boundaries you uphold, and the standards you maintain. Men chase women who know their worth because it communicates that love is not a transaction, but a reward for effort, intention, and alignment. When a woman respects herself, she sets the tone for how others should engage with her. She does not demand love through desperation. She inspires it through presence, poise, and principled self-regard. And let's not forget the energy of mystery and intrigue, the subtle art of keeping a man intrigued without becoming distant or elusive. It's about revealing yourself gradually, in layers, allowing him to experience more and more of who you are over time, while never losing the sense that you are a woman with depth, complexity, and richness that cannot be fully captured immediately. This energy keeps the pursuit alive because he is always discovering, always wanting to know more, always striving to match your vibrancy and essence. Men chase what feels alive, unpredictable in the most exciting way, and consistently rewarding emotionally, intellectually, and even spiritually. Finally, embodying this energy is about embodying life itself. It's about walking into a room and carrying an aura of vitality, strength, and purpose. It's about living with intention, pursuing your goals passionately, loving yourself deeply, and allowing the world to see the full spectrum of your being. Men chase women like this not because of superficial attraction alone, but because they feel a gravitational pull towards someone who makes their own life feel more expansive and exciting. This is the energy that doesn't need to beg, persuade, or manipulate. It simply exists fully realized, and in doing so, it attracts a man who wants to be part of your journey, who wants to match your energy, and who will chase you with consistency, devotion, and genuine admiration. When you understand this, when you integrate this energy into your life, you no longer waste time on men who are inconsistent, uncommitted, or hesitant. You no longer feel anxious or insecure about whether he will pursue you, because your energy naturally cultivates pursuit from the right kind of man, the one who sees your worth, appreciates your independence, and desires to engage with you fully. He becomes not just interested, not just curious, but fully invested. He wants to be near you, not to fill a void or out of obligation, but because your presence makes him feel inspired, alive, and seen in ways he never thought possible. This energy is not a tactic or a set of tricks, it is a way of being. It requires self-awareness, courage, and commitment to your own growth. It requires you to prioritize your happiness, to cultivate your passions, to embrace your individuality, and to honor yourself in every interaction. When you embody this energy, a man will chase you not because you need him to, but because you have created a magnetic presence that is irresistible, unforgettable, and unmatched. He will pursue you with intention, consistency, and admiration, drawn by the fullness of who you are, and it all begins with the choice to embrace this energy in your own life. This energy is the kind that transforms not only the way men see you, but the way you see yourself. It is liberating, empowering, and eternally magnetic. Once you embrace it, once you live it fully, you will notice a shift in the men who enter your life. They will notice you, they will respect you, they will pursue you, not because of what you say or do superficially, but because of who you are at your core, the energy you radiate, and the undeniable force of a woman who has chosen herself first and always. Let's continue from where we left off. When you embody this energy fully, you begin to see a shift not only in how men respond to you, but in the quality of life you experience overall. There's a profound difference between a woman who waits for validation and one who creates her own sense of worth. A woman who embodies this energy does not derive her value from the attention she receives. She generates it from within, and men are instinctively drawn to that. They sense the difference immediately. They notice that you are centered, balanced, and that your life is full in a way that isn't dependent on them. And there's something profoundly attractive about that, because it means any attention, any pursuit, any effort they offer is a choice, not a demand. They want to chase you because being near you feels like a privilege, not an obligation. The energy of a woman who is chased forever is also rooted in intentionality. She doesn't scatter her energy or allow herself to be swayed by fleeting moments of attention from men who are not aligned with her values or desires. Instead, she is deliberate. She knows what she wants, she understands what she deserves, and she makes choices that reinforce her sense of self. Men notice this immediately, often without even realizing it consciously. They see that you do not compromise your standards, that you do not bend to please, and that your life is not negotiable in ways that diminish you. This intentionality communicates strength, independence, and clarity, all qualities that make a man not just attracted to you, but deeply compelled to pursue you over time. Equally important is the energy of calm presence. Many women underestimate the power of simply being grounded. Men chase women who create a sense of stability, who can hold themselves together even when life is messy. Calm presence is not about suppressing emotion, it's about managing it, processing it, and moving through life with composure. When a man encounters a woman who embodies this, he feels a sense of security, and paradoxically, this security fuels pursuit. He knows he is not chasing chaos or instability, he is chasing someone who has their life together, someone who is capable of creating connection, intimacy, and partnership without losing themselves in the process. Another layer of this energy is self-love, which is radically different from self-absorption. Self-love is about valuing yourself enough to protect your time, honor your emotions, and prioritize your needs. It's about cultivating habits, rituals, and relationships that reinforce your sense of worth. Men are magnetically drawn to women who love themselves because it communicates that they are entering a space of abundance rather than scarcity. When you love yourself, you are not desperate for validation, approval, or reassurance. You are whole, and your presence becomes irresistible because it signals a life of richness, fulfillment, and joy that a man will naturally want to be part of embodying the. Energy is also about maintaining boundaries with grace. Boundaries are not walls. They are bridges that allow a man to pursue you in a way that is healthy, respectful, and aligned with your standards. When a woman enforces her boundaries, she communicates that she respects herself, and this compels a man to rise to the occasion. He understands that pursuit requires effort, intention, and consistency. He does not take your attention lightly, and this scarcity, measured in the healthiest, most principled way, creates a magnetic tension that keeps him engaged and invested. There is also the energy of mystery that cannot be overlooked. Mystery is not about hiding your life or deceiving anyone. It's about revealing yourself gradually, strategically, and in ways that keep him intrigued. Men are wired to be curious, and when they sense that there is more to discover about you, more layers, more depth, more essence, they become invested in the process of learning who you truly are. This does not mean playing games or manipulating. It means living a life full of richness and experiences outside of your relationship, so that he sees you as multidimensional, fascinating, and continually evolving. That energy is not just attractive, it is magnetic. The energy of playfulness and joy is equally critical. Life is serious and relationships can be intense, but the ability to bring lightness into your interactions transforms the dynamic completely. Playfulness communicates that you are confident, comfortable, and fully alive. It allows a man to feel safe, to relax, and to enjoy the process of getting to know you. When you embody joy and curiosity, you create experiences that are memorable, energizing, and fun. He doesn't just want to be with you, he wants to be part of the world you are creating, a world that is alive, stimulating, and rewarding on multiple levels. Another cornerstone of this energy is resilience. Life is never perfect, and relationships have their challenges. Men are drawn to women who can navigate difficulty without losing themselves, who respond to challenges with strength and poise, and who demonstrate that their happiness is not dependent on external circumstances. Resilience communicates power, independence, and emotional maturity, all qualities that make a man feel that pursuing you is not only worthwhile but transformative. He sees a woman who is capable of growth, adaptation, and grace, and he wants to be part of that trajectory, not because she needs him, but because she inspires him to rise as well. Communication is another subtle but powerful aspect of this energy. A woman who is chaste forever communicates her desires clearly, articulates her boundaries, and expresses her emotions in a way that is assertive yet inviting. Men are drawn to women who can communicate effectively because it creates clarity, reduces confusion, and allows intimacy to flourish naturally. When a man experiences this kind of energy, he feels respected, valued, and understood, and this motivates him to pursue with intention, knowing that his efforts will be recognized and reciprocated. Equally magnetic is the energy of authenticity in how you express your femininity. This does not mean conforming to stereotypes or societal expectations. It means embracing your unique qualities, preferences, and desires with confidence and joy. Men are drawn to women who are unapologetically themselves because it creates a dynamic of excitement, respect, and curiosity. When a woman embodies her true essence, her humor, her intellect, her sensuality, her creativity, she becomes impossible to ignore. He doesn't just see her, he wants to experience her fully in all dimensions. Part of this energy also involves the way you handle distance, both physical and emotional. Men are attracted to women who are comfortable being themselves, whether they are near or far. When you maintain your independence and continue to flourish regardless of proximity, you create a magnetic pull that draws him back again and again. Distance becomes a tool for reinforcing value, rather than creating anxiety. A man senses that your presence is a gift, not a given, and he pursues not because he has to, but because he wants to be part of your life on terms that honor both of you. The energy of gratitude and appreciation also plays a subtle but critical role. A woman who recognizes the good in herself and in the world, who expresses appreciation for the efforts of others without losing her own sense of self, radiates positivity and abundance. Men are drawn to this energy because it feels expansive, uplifting, and rewarding. Being with a woman who embodies gratitude transforms the experience of intimacy from mundane to extraordinary, making him want to pursue and contribute in ways that align with her vibrancy and presence. Finally, embodying this energy is about embracing your own life fully and unapologetically. It is about pursuing your goals, nurturing your passions, cultivating meaningful relationships, and taking care of your mind, body, and spirit. When you live a life that is abundant, purposeful, and fulfilling, men are naturally drawn to you, not to complete you, but to complement the fullness you already possess. He wants to be part of the energy you exude, to rise to your level, and to pursue you consistently because your life radiates value, joy, and inspiration. When a woman fully integrates this energy, everything shifts. She stops chasing. She stops worrying about attention or approval. She becomes magnetic, irresistible, and unforgettable. The men who notice her are no longer casual observers. They are pursuers, drawn by a force they cannot resist, compelled by her confidence, independence, authenticity, and vibrancy. They chase not because of manipulation, not because of tactics, but because she embodies a way of being that is captivating, alluring, and profoundly desirable. This is the energy that transforms relationships and lives. It is not fleeting. It is not superficial. It is rooted in self-awareness, self-respect, and the deliberate cultivation of a life that is full, expansive, and unapologetically alive. Men chase this energy because it represents the highest version of womanhood, not defined by others, but defined by the woman herself. And once you choose to embrace it, once you commit to living in alignment with this energy, you notice an immediate shift in the dynamics of pursuit. He chases with intention, consistency, and admiration. Not because you demand it, but because you embody the kind of energy that inspires desire, commitment, and respect at the deepest level. Let's continue seamlessly from where the second part ended. When a woman truly embodies this energy, she begins to understand a subtle truth. Men are not chasing what is simply beautiful on the outside, nor are they chasing someone who is merely available or easy to win over. They are drawn to what is rare, to what feels alive, compelling, and untouchable in the most captivating way. And that rarity is not about superficial looks. It's about the life you lead, the way you carry yourself, and the depth of your presence. Men are wired to Pursue that which challenges them, inspires them, and ignites a spark within them that cannot be replicated elsewhere. You become that spark, and once you do, the pursuit becomes effortless, consistent, and almost inevitable. This energy also communicates emotional strength, a kind of strength that comes not from resisting vulnerability, but from embracing it with clarity and courage. Men are magnetically drawn to women who can feel deeply, express authentically, and recover gracefully when life throws challenges their way. Emotional strength means you are not defined by fear, insecurity, or desperation. You carry yourself with dignity, even in moments of disappointment, and you make choices that reflect your self-respect rather than your need for validation. When a man sees this, he understands that you are not a woman to be toyed with. He recognizes that pursuing you requires effort, consistency, and integrity, and that very dynamic fuels the kind of pursuit that is lasting, meaningful, and deeply magnetic. Another key layer of this energy is curiosity. Curiosity about life, about experiences, and about people. A woman who embodies this energy is not static. She is constantly evolving, exploring, and seeking growth. Men are drawn to women who have a hunger for life because it challenges them to grow alongside her. When you show that you're engaged with the world, that you have passions, ambitions, and a desire to explore, you create an energy that is irresistible. He wants to be part of your journey not because he is needed, but because your life is vibrant, expansive, and full of possibilities that he cannot resist experiencing. The energy of self-sufficiency is equally powerful. A woman who is self-sufficient does not rely on a man to complete her or validate her. She has the skills, the mindset, and the resources to navigate life independently. This does not make her cold or unloving. It makes her magnetic. Men are drawn to women who have their own stability because it communicates that attention, love, and affection are choices, not obligations. When a man recognizes that you are whole without him, he is inspired to pursue fully and intentionally, because he knows that your presence in his life is a privilege, not a given. Consistency in your own energy also plays a critical role. A woman who embodies this energy knows that the way she feels about her self shapes the way others perceive and pursue her. She maintains an internal rhythm of confidence, clarity, and purpose regardless of external circumstances. She doesn't allow moods, insecurities, or disappointments to dictate her worth. This internal consistency communicates a sense of stability, security, and trustworthiness that men are naturally drawn to. He knows that pursuing you is not a fleeting game. It's a meaningful engagement with someone whose energy is grounded, intentional, and magnetic. Intimacy, both emotional and physical, is amplified when a woman embodies this energy. Men are drawn to women who can create a safe yet exhilarating space for connection. You cultivate intimacy not by demanding closeness, but by being fully present, receptive, and confident in yourself. You create a dynamic where he feels seen, appreciated, and challenged in the best way possible. This energy makes pursuit not just about attraction, it becomes about engagement, investment, and a desire to be continually connected with the fullness of who you are. Part of this energy is also about timing and patience. A woman who embodies this energy understands that meaningful pursuit cannot be shared or forced. She does not settle for attention that feels casual or inconsistent, nor does she chase after men who are unwilling to rise to the occasion. She allows connection to unfold naturally, trusting that the right man will match her energy, meet her standards, and engage with her consistently over time. Patience is magnetic because it communicates that you value yourself, your time, and your life, and men are drawn to what they perceive as valuable, scarce, and deserving of effort. Another layer of this energy is the art of anticipation. You do not reveal everything at once. You allow him to experience life with you gradually, discovering layers of your personality, intellect, humor, and essence over time. This is not manipulation, it is the natural unfolding of a life that is rich, full, and complex. Men chase what they cannot fully grasp immediately. They are wired to be curious, to pursue, and to engage deeply when a woman reveals herself in intentional, compelling ways. By creating a sense of anticipation, You ensure that the pursuit remains alive, exciting, and deeply rewarding on every level. Your energy also communicates resilience in love. You are not defined by heartbreak, disappointment, or past experiences. You carry yourself with grace and strength, showing that while you are fully capable of love, you do not need it to validate yourself. Men are drawn to women who demonstrate that they can love deeply without losing themselves, that they can invest fully while maintaining their sense of self. This resilience creates a magnetic pull because he sees that pursuing you is not about temporary satisfaction. It's about engaging with a woman whose energy is strong, enduring, and transformative. The way you hold space for yourself and others amplifies this energy even further. A woman who embodies this energy does not allow chaos or drama to dominate her interactions. She communicates clearly, sets boundaries decisively, and allows relationships to flourish in a space of respect, intention, and authenticity. Men are instinctively drawn to this because it signals that pursuit will be rewarding, that connection will be meaningful, and that engagement will require intention, effort, and emotional intelligence. It is a dynamic that cultivates admiration, desire, and commitment. Naturally, physical presence, when aligned with inner energy, enhances magnetism exponentially. This does not mean conforming to external standards of beauty. It means moving through the world with poise, confidence, and self-assurance. Men are drawn to women who carry themselves with grace, who smile with intention, who make eye contact confidently, and who radiate a sense of vitality. Physical presence communicates energy before a word is spoken. It signals that you are grounded, self-aware, and fully alive, which inspires men to pursue consistently, passionately, and respectfully. Generosity of spirit is another key element. Men are drawn to women who give without losing themselves, who are kind, empathetic, and capable of sharing warmth and support without compromising their boundaries. Generosity does not mean sacrificing your own energy or worth. It means amplifying your presence and allowing others to experience the richness of who you are. This energy creates a magnetic pull because it makes pursuit emotionally rewarding. He wants to be near you, contribute to your world, and engage with the woman who balances strength, independence, and compassion so effortlessly. Final. This energy is reinforced by the life you create outside of any relationship. The woman who embodies it is deeply invested in her personal growth, career, passions, and experiences. She surrounds herself with people, activities, and environments that reinforce her sense of purpose and joy. Men are drawn to this because it signals a life of abundance. Love is not a necessity for fulfillment, it is an enhancement. When a man encounters a woman whose energy radiates abundance, fulfillment, and vitality, he pursues not out of obligation or desperation, but out of desire to be part of a life that is alive, inspiring, and transformative. The energy that makes a man chase forever is ultimately about integration. The integration of confidence, independence, authenticity, resilience, playfulness, emotional intelligence, and intentionality. It is about living a life that is magnetic in every dimension, where every interaction communicates value, every boundary reinforces respect, and every moment radiates presence. Men are naturally drawn to this energy because it is rare, compelling, and transformative. It invites pursuit not through manipulation, tactics, or superficial allure, but through the sheer force of a woman who has chosen herself first and embodies her fullest, richest life unapologetically. When you embrace this energy fully, you stop wondering why a man might leave, why he might be inconsistent, or why he may not pursue. You understand that pursuit is a natural response to the life, energy, and essence you bring into the world. You stop settling for less, stop chasing validation, and instead cultivate a presence that demands admiration, inspires desire, and invites consistent pursuit. Men do not chase this energy reluctantly. They chase it willingly, eagerly, and with intention because it is magnetic, transformative, and rare. And once you live fully in this energy, you begin to notice a profound truth. Men chase not because you need them to, not because you manipulate them, but because you embody a way of being that is irresistible. You carry life, joy, confidence, and independence in every step, word, and gesture. You create a space that is emotionally safe, intellectually stimulating, and exciting to explore. Pursuit becomes natural, effortless, and consistent because the energy you radiate communicates worth, abundance, and irresistible allure. His energy is not something that can be faked, forced, or borrowed. It is cultivated, lived, and embodied daily. It requires self-awareness, commitment, and courage to prioritize your own life, happiness, and growth above all else. But once you integrate it, the transformation is undeniable. Men pursue, not because of your looks, status, or availability, but because of the magnetic, intoxicating, and unforgettable energy that you carry, an energy rooted in confidence, authenticity, independence, and joy. Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that there's one energy a woman can embody that will make a man chase her? Not once, not occasionally, but relentlessly, forever. This isn't about games, tricks, or playing hard to get. This is about becoming the kind of woman whose presence stops him in his tracks, whose confidence ignites his desire, and whose independence makes him want to prove himself every single day. Stay with me, because I'm about to reveal the energy that transforms casual interest into unwavering pursuit, and the moment you understand it, nothing in your love life will ever be the same.